All right. I just want to tell you something. For those of you that are new, you're not gonna know my brother from another mother, Benny. But for those who've been around for a long time, all I can tell you is Benny's holding a grip of XRP. Spoke to him because I was talking to my brother, and he reminded me of a story because he said something stupid because it's the way he is. He's like, I'm holding the XRP like that old lady held the dog. And I had to like dig deep in my brain and go, what lady? And I was like that. Oh my God. And I was like, I haven't given you a Benny in a while, but I'm gonna give you a Benny now. Remember I told you that Benny worked over at that assisted living senior housing type place up on, I think it was like 13th or something like that. Remember where the pills fell down and he put all the pills back and he gave it to the people? This is where the reign of terror started in that place. Like when the fat dude was in the pool and couldn't get out of the pool because of the crane. Anyway, here's the deal. There was an old lady there. She was like in the bed, so she suffered from seizures and stuff like that. So it got to the point where the family couldn't take care of her anymore. So they checked her into this place, and the old lady, Benny's job was to make sure that people got their, delivered their meds and things like that, whatever. It was like a half a orderly, and all of a sudden, this old lady, she was really nice and she was always like, "I miss my dog. I miss my dog." Benny's like, "Oh my God, that's horrible." As he's fluffing up the pillow, putting things around. And one day, I think the daughter or the lady comes and he's like, she really misses her dog. And she's like, "No, we're gonna bring it. We're just waiting for the approval to bring the dog." Sure enough, a couple of days later, after Benny's telling the lady, "Don't worry about it. You're gonna get your dog," because the lady used to suffer from seizures. So that dog was, like what calmed her down. So one day the lady comes, I think it was the daughter or something, came with the dog. And it was like this white, puffy type dog. I don't know what kind of dog it is. It goes wolf. I don't know. But all of a sudden, the old lady's like, "Oh my God," you see the dog's all happy and stuff like that. And, the old lady was happy, not the dog. The dog wasn't happy. The dog was happy going down the hallway, like, "Hey, this is great. I like this building. That paint color, what is that? That's like a peach, whatever." All of a sudden, when the dog turned like the corner into the room and saw the old lady, the dog was like, the dog was like, "I ain't dealing with this old bitch." So anyway, Benny was like, "It's kind of strange, whatever, because she loves the dog so much." So, the lady, told Benny and told the staff, "Whatever you do, don't put the dog on the bed. The dog has to sleep in its bed on the side." So it was one of these things, but it finally qualified like if you would a service animal back then. I mean, it wasn't like a half a German Shepherd or anything, but nonetheless. So anyway, it was no problem. But see, Benny, he was like, "Nah, that's wrong," because the lady was like trying to call the dog all the time. So one day when Benny was making his rounds and he was giving them, your pills, your this, whatever, the half a Jello shot is unbelievable. He even got that job. He even had the white shoes and everything. So all of a sudden, the lady's like looking at the dog. "Make sure he's warm tonight, sleeping there." And the dog is like, "Bitch, leave me alone. I don't want to be here." Like, for real. If I would have known you were here, I would have jumped out the window. Anyway, so Benny is like, "You know something? Let me make this old lady happy." Oh my God, that's how it all started. He went to the dog on the side and he picked up the dog like, there you go. He can sleep with the dog. He put like the dog by the neck. And the old lady's like, "Oh my God, my dog's here." Fucking dog is like, "Help." Clap on, clap on, get me the fuck out of here. Fucking dog was like, "I don't want to be here." So the head was like moving all around the place. And Betty's like telling the dog, like, "Chill, man, relax. That's your mommy, everything's fine." So anyway, it was nighttime. So the old lady like fell asleep with the dog. Like, like that. "Oh my God, we're together, whatever." No big deal. So Benny went home. Old chick crashed out. The dog is like, "Help." Anyway, everything is cool. Benny comes back in the morning because basically it does a shift. So he comes in the morning and he goes into the different rooms and he goes into that one room And the old lady is there. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. I can't lift him up. He's not moving. Yeah, because he was stiff like this because the old lady, Benny walked over and like grabbed the dog. He's like, what happened to the dog? Dog is like struck a pose. This lady suffered from nighttime seizures. So when she was like, we're together, everything's fine. All of a sudden she caught like one of those seizures and she was like squeezing the shit out of this fucking dog. Dog was like, help me. She squeezed the shit out of that dog. She put the judo grip on that dog, and that dog, she vaporized him. So then by the next morning, rigor mortis set in, so the dog was like stiff. All of a sudden, Benny's like taking the dog, and she's getting really like, oh my God, is he okay? So Benny, because she was half drugged anyway, so Benny took the dog and goes, yeah, look, he's moving. Everything is fine. Look at the fucking head. So anyway, Benny kept the dog on the side for a while till he figured out what to do. He said all he had to do was buy some time until like maybe after lunch and stuff, and he would go, oh my God, look, the dog's not moving. So by then the old bro would have forgot that Benny put the dog on the bed, and she went, we're gonna get through the seizure. Dog like, help me. Come on, help me. Anyway, Benny almost got caught because eventually they found like some of the dog's white hair on the lady, but that's besides the point. But the reason I tell you this story is because when Benny said he's gonna hold on to his XRP like the whole lady held the dog, now you know the whole story on it. Fucking dog was like, help. He learned how to say help in like 50 languages. Can you imagine? They didn't know that they had nighttime seizures and were just that fucking dog got suffocated. Oh my God. You can't make that shit up. He said, dog, that dog was stiff.